and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Britt Michelle.
I'm Muffin.
And Oakley's here, he's just snoozing. So, hey Yoav, welcome to the stream. We do stream all of these live. This is the best gaming podcast you've never heard of somehow, even though we've been doing this for like 2-3 years.
It has definitely been a while.
Yeah, so, y'all gotta be listening, sharing the live, sharing our socials and all that. They're gonna be way more active. I have plans. Yes, Little Prince he be snoozing. I let him outside to play with the big boys this morning, and I guess he must have tuckered himself out. And when he wakes up, I'll show him off because I'm getting better at trimming his hair so that it doesn't grow out too long, but he also doesn't look sickly because I messed up real bad the first time I trimmed him and just made him look like he did not look cute. Now he just looks like a dapper little dude. But yeah, so it's been a little bit since me and Muffin have gotten to GFAPing. We ended up skipping last week, but that doesn't mean we stopped on the gaming. So before we get into any of the news, I would love to know what Muffin Sincere has been getting up to gaming-wise.
Destiny.
I've
been playing a lot of Destiny.
Every time you say Destiny, your eyes look like they're getting a little misty.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go, but
you're still gonna get to play
Sony.
it. The servers aren't, shut down entirely.
It's not the same.
No?
It's not the same. I've been playing it since I was in high school.
Aww.
It's not something that you just kind of go, we're done.
Right. Well, all good things must come to an end, right? No, I get why you'd think if they're gonna do that, they'd be prepping for something like Destiny 3, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that, does it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Because
Sony's kind of sucks now.
They've always sucked, but
They had their heyday. And
you eating a Twinkie?
It's not a Twinkie. It's some kind of milk bread thing. It's a Japanese treat. There's like some kind of almost like strawberry.
Okay, now open wide and just.
Yoav asked.
Just take the cream, Brittany.
I do think it's funny. Yoav, I gotta ask, and I mean this in the best way possible. When I talk on my streams, do you listen? Because all I talk about is Kingdom Hearts. And I've been making my way through the series for the better part of 2 years, and Saturday I played more Dream Drop Distance, so... And I mean that respectfully, it's all in good fun, but Muffin is about sick of me for how often I talk about Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I saw the new reveal trailer, we are going to be talking about that today, and I'm so stoked for it, actually. I think it's gonna... It means that I picked a good time to start playing, because by the time I finish Dream Drop Distance and then 3, I'll be all caught up for 4. So I'm pretty stoked. No, in addition to Kingdom Hearts, because I did get through some Dream Drop Distance this weekend. I am kind of bummed I didn't get to the next segment of Worlds, because they had us backtrace to frickin' Traverse Town. Again, I love me some Traverse Town, but part of the what's it called? Part of the appeal of the Kingdom Hearts games is exploring the Disney worlds. So going back to Tutorial Land is interesting. Well, no, the true Tutorial Land is actually Destiny Islands, but I don't know that we're going back to Destiny Islands in this game. Haven't played it. And it's a Japanese milk bread sort of thing. Yeah, so I played some Dream Drop Distance. I played some Ebb and Hold. It's a new Warcraft server me and my friends have been trying out. And that one's interesting. It's more of a... I don't know if Dark Souls is the right way to describe it, but it's probably not accurate. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it, but the leveling system's way different. and it's a lot more fast-paced, and I quite enjoy it. Hey, Diana, thanks for following. That's really cool of you. Make sure you also follow Muffin Sincere. So you played... Oh yeah, I had to play through mixtape again because my original footage when I streamed it, it just didn't... It looked like garbage. But the funny thing is, I tested it. I actually didn't play most of it. So the thing with mixtape is you play for like 2 minutes and then the game plays itself. So I was able, for most of it, I literally just like got to the point I needed to get to, turned off the TV, worked on the stuff I actually needed to work on, like homework, turned it back on, and I was like, oh, I actually have to do stuff now? Okay. It's not a game. But I basically just went through that again so I could get more footage. So I'll do that when I need. I'm gonna do it on an as-needed basis, and then once I finish it, I'm just gonna install it. It does not deserve a place in my Xbox library. I did play some more.
I don't think it deserved a place on it in any time frame.
Well, for review purposes, there's a lot of discourse going on around mixtape right now. It's kind of delicious, and I kind of love it. And, you know, if I want to be part of the conversation, I should actually, you know, experience the experience. But, man, is the experience so lame. Uganda Knuckles is back. What's up? Do you know the way? Let's see, I got him some more GTA 5. I really can't tell where this, like, what's going on with the story. Yes, I am the queen! Thank you for returning. Make sure you bring all your friends.
Make sure they all come to Muffin.
Thank you for liking Alive Uganda Knuckles. Let's see. Anyways, trying to think where I'm at in Grand Theft Auto right now.
Well, last time you talked about it, you were dealing with Michael. His son just sold his boat or whatever. It got stolen or something. That was the last I remember.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. My live has just been restricted. Apparently, me eating this bread is inappropriate because my live has been restricted for, and I quote, body exposure and or sexually explicit behaviors. So I can't eat bread on a live anymore, apparently.
Not bread shaped in certain, you know,
sorry, I'll eat it like a
aspects.
Right? Jesus Christ.
I mean, a lot of people are getting banned for eating bananas, Brittany. What do you expect?
I didn't know they were getting banned for eating bananas. It's so stupid.
Well, that's TikTok for you.
Yeah, that tracks. Sorry, 1 second. So,
oh, is that sugar water? Oh, you're gonna die because it's got sugar in it.
No, it don't. It's a sugar-free drink mix, son. By the way, I just made homemade.
All that sugar is just gonna end your life.
Hey, I just made a. That's right. Uganda Knuckles is here to defend me. He said, "Do not threaten my queen."
Sure, bud. Whatever you say.
Oh, what was it? What was the thought? Oh yeah, GTA. Really? I did some missions. I promise I did. I can't remember what I did. I played Grand Theft Auto and I can't remember what I did. It's kind of sad. Thanks for the rose, Matt. Let's see, what else? My mind's just decided to do a dead. Let's see, we did Grand Theft Auto, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, right, okay, that's actually a big one, sorry. We're gonna play Fortnite, me and my buddy Tim. But the servers were down because it was a giant, there was like a giant Fortnite event last week. and we couldn't get into it, so we ended up playing Minecraft instead. And having a really good time, actually. We made, I made my little homestead like I always do. Tim found a brewing stand, so he made sort of like a meth lab in the basement. He did that without me even noticing, so I was impressed. We had some other friends join us, and it was kind of a riot. It was one of those you kind of had to be there things, but we talked a lot about, interestingly enough, like Asian fetishes and how weird K-pop fans are. Well, one of them was Korean, and one of them's from the Philippines. Well, they talked about their different experiences being Asian, because one of them's from the Philippines and one of them's from Korea. Alright, see you at the stream later. We'll probably be streaming Destiny 2 later, so... Yeah, no, it's gonna be Walter White up in that, except the house is pink AF, because homie planted a lot of cherry blossom trees. But we got to share a bunch of stories, and it was fun. You should, if you're ever free, I'll message you next time. Yeah, it'll be fun. And I think that's pretty much that. I downloaded a bunch of games on Game Pass. I downloaded a cooking simulator. What was it? There's like a car mechanic simulator, which I mainly downloaded because I've always wanted to know more about cars, and I don't know anything about cars except for what their names and what they vaguely do. Let's see. I downloaded some co-op games for us. I'll just go through my library real quick, see what I downloaded. Let's see. Yep, Cooking Simulator, one called Solar Punk. I did download Clair Obscure Expedition 33. It won Game of the Year last year, and I still haven't played. Still haven't played it, so I should probably play it. Grounded, the fully yoked edition. High on Life, which I actually have on my PC, but I downloaded on the Xbox because my computer, I don't know what it is. I updated the graphics driver, but I need to do some more diagnostics on it, see what's going on. Computer games that are any higher graphics than like Yap Yap or World of Warcraft, it runs like ass. If I'm trying to stream it at the same time. So, trying to stick to as much console as I can.
You just need to get a good capture card.
Yeah, probably. See what else do I got on here? Oh, they have the first 6 Final Fantasies on here on Game Pass, so that's awesome. Oh, I downloaded the pirate Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which came out last year. Still haven't played. Really wanted to. Basically, I'm behind as hell in my gaming, anyways. But Little Kitty Big City, which we talked about, South of Midnight, I have downloaded. Oh, this one looks funny. The Totally Reliable Delivery Service. Oh, it just looked silly. Anyway, so those are the games. I believe in you, Matt. You can do it.
If you've gotten the Totally Reliable Delivery Service, you need to get tabs. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
Okay. Is that on Game Pass as well?
I don't know if it's on console. It might be, but I mean, if I could run it on a little Dell laptop, you could probably run it on your computer.
Totally Accurate Battle Simulator is on Xbox Game Pass. And it's installing as we speak. And now...
Tubular.
Totally tubular. Let's get into the news. Again, I did not set up, so let's fix that real quick. There we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. Actually, this one is something we've been waiting for, so I'm really excited. They did release a new Xbox console and controller. By new Xbox console, don't get too excited. It's still the Series X. It's not like the next generation of Xbox is out yet or anything. It's really not. But, hear me out. Oh, wait. Technically it is. Okay, it's the Series X25. It's a limited edition version of the Series X. And as you can see, it's that glorious, glorious translucent green, both for the controller and the console, that we've been really campaigning for a long time to make its grand return. So I love that they're doing this, actually. Let's see. Like it says, if instead of black, it features the same type of translucent material that fans know and love. The controller does as well. No price was mentioned yet, likely owing to the memory crisis that has seen the Series X consoles hike in price alongside all other hardware. But it's releasing in November 2026 for a limited time. Fans should be sure to quickly claim one whenever pre-orders open. Chances are the price won't be confirmed until pre-orders are taken, simply to deal with ongoing price issues.
The ongoing price issues is scalpers.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No doubt this is the latest and grandest effort to take Xbox back to the iconic branding it once had, sometime in the late 2000s to early mid-2010s. Minimalist branding became a selling point for most... Look, I'm taking a speech class this semester, so hopefully I'll get better at that thing. Whatever that is.
Blabbing.
Yeah. Stuttering. Think the McDonald's of your youth versus buildings now because of the resale value, and it's just branding and marketing efforts. Sometimes it seems backward, but going backward for Xbox is a good thing. You know what? Going backwards would be better for a lot of things, because the idea, the fact that it's commonplace now for corporations, not just corporations, but people in general, to sacrifice creativity for the sake of things like resale value or market value, I think it's just kind of sad. Like, I get it, you want to get a return on your investment. I really do understand that part of it. But the fact that McDonald's, let's use McDonald's as the example, it doesn't look as fun as it used to because of, the redesigns. It looks like just another corporate office, and honestly, every fast food place is starting to look like that when they used to have personality. And again, it's not just fast.
Panera never had personality. Never had personality.
No, fair enough, but you know what did? Taco Bell, Burger King, Wendy's.
Burger King did not have personality.
It kind of did.
They had an online personality, and that was more so the guy yelling on the airplane.
I'm saying they need to bring back the Burger King. The creepy ass face. They need to bring it all back. Everything's okay, buddy. The tornado siren. Every Wednesday they test the tornado warning siren, and every week. It's like Colonel's best day ever. Can y'all hear him outside?
No.
Okay. Hey, let me turn off my noise suppression, see if you can hear him. Can you hear him now?
No.
Oh, well, maybe it's just good. I can hear him. I gotta tell him to stop. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having to deal with this because we usually do this on Tuesdays. So just give me a minute. Hey, Oakley, no sir. Start stealing my. You want some bread?
If it's got cream in it, I want to give it to him.
It's fine. He's okay.
He's going to have the shits, so, you get to deal with that.
I know. It's just a little bit. He'll be okay. Oh, no, I got to.
Yes, and that dog is the size of a thumbtack, so.
The size of a thumbtack is wild. I love that. No, the fact he goes nuts over communion bread too. Like, he hasn't even had any yet, but I take him to church on Sundays, and the pastor goes around with that bread, and he is wanting some.
Interesting.
And I could also give him a piece without the no cream, no shits for Oakley.
Good girl.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Xbox. There it is. Anyway, so it's worth noting that a lot of this rebranding effort is being led by the new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma. At this point, it's unlikely that she spearheaded the ideas driving the Xbox Series X25, but she may have extended it in the best way possible, all to say, this is Xbox and this is our future. And it's looking like a good future with respect for the past. And I think there's some, I didn't pull up an article relating to it yet, and I probably won't, but something I thought was cool about that a lot of people are really liking this new Xbox CEO, and because I gotta say, I think it's because she's a woman. A lot of people were like, well, she's just gonna, burn it to the ground. This is gonna be awful for everything. Oh, hi, Jono. Thanks for subbing again. I just saw it. Yay. Hi. Mwah. Good to see you. But what I was saying is, a lot of people are really skeptical about this new CEO. But from the fact that the Xbox Game Pass subscription lowered in price instead of, getting hiked up in price, and now getting what gamers have been asking for years, I've even seen people on Twitter going, oh, she's doing a good job. I doubted her, but you know what? I want to see what else she does now. Like, and like the article stated, it's not like, it's probably not fair to attribute every good thing that Xbox is doing right now to this new CEO, because a lot of it was probably in the works before she showed up. But given she is the CEO now, and she does have the yes power to these things that have been in development, I think that's why people are giving her, some credit.
She came in and a lot of the stuff that was already in motion, she had stopped. The Copilot thing that was supposed to be added to Xbox, she shut that down and is not going with that.
I think that's a good idea. I hate Copilot. I hate AI assistants. I think they're just worthless wastes of space. Like, I'm down with that.
There's a couple things I can't tell you off the top of my head what all she's done, but like everything that she came in and just went, we're not doing this anymore. We're going back to what Xbox used to be. Fully was a her plan.
I love that. I genuinely do. I think that's just love that for her. She's my new queen. Now, if someone like Anita Sarkeesian was taking over, I think Xbox might get raided, but that's why she's not there, and Miss Sharma is. Alright, we do have some new PS Plus extra games coming June 16th, so by the time this airs, this will, it'll probably be already out, but I want to see what these are. So we know what the monthly games are. It's, Grounded and the Nicktoons Brawl, whatever that game is actually called, but, it's, Super Smash Bros. Nickelodeon edition, essentially.
Yeah.
But now we have... No way, I'm so pissed. They put Life is Strange double exposure. If I had just waited... I mean, to be fair, I was trying to, get it out, but I literally just did a review on that game last year. I bought it when it came out, and now it's on fucking Plus. Like... Anyways, they also have Final Fantasy 16, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Farming Simulator 25, Blades of Fire, Black Desert, and Gitaru Man. Is that how you say that? Gitaru Man? I think so. And yeah, I like Sonic. That's a kind of a cutesy design. I'll play it. And Double Exposure. Look, again, The biggest problem with Double Exposure is that it should have been good.
Looks like crap.
It should have been good was actually my problem with it. Because I think it's a good looking game. It has your classic Life is Strange mechanics mixed in with some new ones, which again, really enjoy that. I like Life is Strange, but the problem was that it was they fumbled the ending and they introduced some concepts they just never followed up on, and I explained it all. I put a review up on OFTV, shameless self-plug. And I am returning to game reviews here soon. But, that was just a big old missed opportunity. But y'all let us know, on our socials where we're gonna be, which one of these games you're gonna be playing, because, Final Fantasy is very popular. Sonic X Shadow Generations, I think, was good, if I remember correctly. I didn't play it, but I heard good things about it. And I've been kind of curious to get back into simulator games, so that's why I downloaded some from Game Pass. But yeah, y'all just let us know what y'all are going to be playing. And yeah, sorry, I just saw this comment. I wanted to shout it out. Xbox CEO is indeed mommy.
No. No. She's way too blocky.
Blocky.
Yeah, she's starting to look like the next Xbox Series X.
Wow.
Like, she has great ideas. I love everything that she's doing with Xbox, but mommy, no.
I don't know. Maybe, hear me out. What if it's not about how she looks? Maybe she's mommy because she's taking care of everybody.
Well, she can take care of me by dropping the Game Pass back down to, what, $16?
Yeah, I think she dropped it down to like 22-ish, didn't she?
Yeah, from 29.
From 29?
A whopping $7 decrease.
Hey, $7 you didn't have before that you were given to them.
Well, I mean,
yes,
not gonna matter to me anymore.
It being back down to under $20 would be kind of nice. What, are you canceling your Game Pass subscription?
No.
No?
I'm in store management training, so I'm gonna get a massive raise.
Nice. I'm proud of you, Muffin.
I'm supposed to, anyways.
You better. If you don't, I'd be complaining.
I go from hourly to salary.
Nice. That's kick-ass, bro.
From what I was told, I'll be bringing home $1,100 a week.
That's pretty kick-ass. Hell yeah, dude.
I can't tell how much accuracy that is, but we won't know until it happens.
Still, that is a massive raise from, yeah. So
$600.
Yeah, literally almost double.
I go from 2% to 15% bonus. So whatever we make in a week, I get 15% off of that.
Oh, that's so cool. Congrats.
Thanks.
Alright, speaking of something, so I don't know if anyone is shocked by this. I'm not, but apparently they're reporting that the Destiny 2 player count is suddenly blowing up. Almost like y'all are messing with a game that a lot of people like to play. So,
yeah. It's crazy, right?
Right? Mind blown. So Destiny 2 is suddenly blowing up again on Steam, and the timing couldn't be more fitting. As if it wasn't done. I'm sorry, the fact that I hate it when oh my god, that's actually what I wanted to. I'm glad I pulled this up because it reminds me of what I want to talk about in the next episode. Game journalists acting like this wasn't a calculated move and acting like everything's just so like, whoa, what a coincidence! Like, come on.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, as of yesterday, June 9th, marks the launch of Monument of Triumph, the final major live service update for Bungie's long-running looter shooter, and players are clearly showing up for one last major moment. According to Steam database, Destiny 2 has climbed to more than 167,000 concurrent players in just a few hours after the update's launch, giving the game its biggest Steam player count in roughly 2 years. For context, Steam Charts data shows Destiny 2 has not reached this kind of Steam peak since June 2024, the month the Final Shape expansion launched. That's a good expansion. And saw the game bring in more than 314,000 concurrent players. Bungie previously confirmed that Monument of Triumph would go live on June 9th as the game's final live service content update, with active development concluding afterward while Destiny 2 remains playable. In other words, a lot of Guardians seem to be logging back in to say their goodbyes and honor the game's legacy by soaking up everything Bungie added and improved with Moment of Triumph. Let's see, none of this came out of nowhere though. Yep, after Bungie confirmed Destiny 2 was approaching the end of its active live service era, players began returning ahead of Monument of Triumph, with some longtime fans logging back in simply to support the game and show there was still community behind it. Others have been openly pledging to return on June 9th once the final update arrived, and did their best to spread the word on social media. There's never any guarantee that those promises would turn into a real player count spike, however, but the numbers are now showing that a significant portion of the community actually followed through with the promise. What makes the Steam database player count especially notable is how long it has been since Destiny 2. Yeah, okay, sorry, okay. They're just padding it now. We get it. Destiny 2 player count's blowing up for a good reason, and it's not a surprise. Yeah.
So
yeah,
currently,
yeah.
we're at 155,000 people in game for Destiny 2.
Nice. That is.
The cap for. Sorry, Larry jumped up and fell down. The cap for yesterday's whole, I guess, mass login. 22% of Steam database is only PC. There was well over 300,000 people on the game between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
That's crazy.
But Sony doesn't care.
No, they don't. And they had their moment, and it just kind of sucks that they suck now.
If you go through the Twitter page for Sony for their state of play, scroll through the comments.
Oh.
It is nothing but we want Destiny 3.
I mean, that's what you'd think. If they're going to shut down live service updates for Destiny 2, that's what you'd think they'd be gearing up for. And they kind of ought to. You know, they owe it to y'all at this point, if you ask me.
Well, if you think about it, you know, everyone's like, oh no, Marathon's going to take over. Marathon's doing so well. We're at 160,000 in game right now. Mm-hmm. Marathon has 7,000 people.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, that's only, 20% of the mass people joining, but
yeah.
How many people are actually going to stick around and play Marathon?
That's the real question here. Next up, I gotta say, y'all were telling me about it in the comments already, and I'm so stoked that y'all know me that well. That the new Kingdom Hearts, actually we're gonna talk about the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer first, because the trailer dropped, and I'm so stoked, and it looks really cool. I'm hella stoked. There's some new Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay finally revealed. And I'm intrigued about what this fella has to say about it. So, the Kingdom Hearts 4 finally resurfaced during the Nintendo Direct, which a lot of people were very surprised about, seeing as it's a classically PlayStation exclusive. Now, it isn't widely available on multiple platforms now, but in Kingdom Hearts original releases, it was a Sony game. Like, well, not Sony, but, you know, it's Square Enix and the Disney Interactive. But you get it. It's on console. Sorry, Larry really just wants his ass in your face right now.
He's kind of doing a lot, man.
Yeah, I know, he's doing the most. But so that was already the first thing that, even when I showed it to my friend, I'm like, hey, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer just dropped. We're sitting down watching it together. It does the Nintendo Switch click. And he was like, fuck? And I'm like, I know, should just watch the trailer. We'll talk about that part later. And we found this great meme. I'll see if I can get my friend to put it up in the episode. But it's this great meme that showed, like, it was a cartoon of this girl, like, caressing the Nintendo Switch logo. Like, are you sure this is okay? And then Sony's over in the cuck chair going, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Larry. Stop.
So, Square Enix still hasn't announced a release date for Kingdom Hearts 4. So, we've been waiting a while, and we'll be waiting even longer before we can actually play the game. But it is really cool to actually have some kind of reveal trailer, as opposed to, you know, just the screenshots we got last year. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so the original announcement was, it was announced in 2022. So again, it's been 4 years since it's been announced. We'll probably be waiting at least another 3 before the game actually gets released. But it's supposed to be the beginning of something called the Lost Master Arc, the next major chapter in Sora's story after Kingdom Hearts 3, which, again, I have not played yet, so I'm really, really excited to finish Dream Drop Distance so I can finally play 3. Anyway, so there's still a lot of questions unanswered. Like, I don't know who this girl is. I don't know, she might be Final Fantasy. If y'all play Final Fantasy, y'all probably know who she is. I do not. There's a lot of new characters visually introduced in the trailer, so that's pretty awesome. So, yes, the new Kingdom Hearts 4 footage once again puts Sora in Quadratum, the more realistic city that was introduced as one of the game's biggest changes from the past series. The original reveal followed Sora fighting a massive Heartless in the city, and the latest teaser appears to continue pushing Kingdom Hearts 4 as a more cinematic and modern-looking entry for the series. It's still very much Kingdom Hearts, but the game's setting and visual style make it feel like a major step away from the worlds fans spent most of the Dark Seeker saga exploring. And like, even if you look at Donald and Goofy, like, if it'll, it's not doing the thing I want it to do. Yeah, let me just. Okay, anyways, the picture's not loading. But even if you look at Donald and Goofy, they're pretty, well, Donald and Goofy. I'm intrigued. So Sora's obviously grown up quite a bit. His feet are of a normal size. It's less cartoony, more like Final Fantasy realistic kind of situation.
I look up and I'm like, why is he gonna shoot him? Why is he being executed?
Being executed.
The game was rigged from the start, kid.
But like, I'm intrigued because there's been absolutely no information leaked about the Disney worlds are going to be in there. A lot of people are really, really wanting some new worlds. Everyone's sick of Atlantica. I've seen a lot of people, myself in this campaign, of getting more ignored, more commonly ignored IPs in there, like Treasure Planet and Atlantis. Which, hey, if you don't want Atlantica, if you need an underwater level, bam, Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It is right there. There's underwater parts of the movie. But I would love, especially with this more realistic thing. Oh, if they're going with like edgy Sora, he would get along great with Jim Hawkins. That's all I'm saying. And people, because of the lack of reveal about it, and even in the trailer itself, Donald and Goofy are there for like a split second. It's very much blink and you miss it. So people are like, are they taking the Disney out? Are they just like making it like a more
taking the Disney out of Disney?
I mean, it's Square Enix. They technically could, but Donald and Goofy are still there, so they're probably not taking it out. They're probably just wanting to spend more time with the original characters. Because even in Dream Drop Distance, you don't play with Donald and Goofy like you used to. The Donald and Goofy are there, but mainly in flashbacks. Your main focuses in Dream Drop Distance are playing as Riku and Sora alongside these little creatures called Dream Eaters, which are they're battle buddies, but they're very cutesy, animalistic style battle buddies. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 3, they really leaned hard into the Disney, from what I understand. Again, I've stayed away from as many spoilers as possible, so thankfully I know absolutely nothing about what's going on in Kingdom Hearts 3, but some things I do know would be, like, what Disney worlds are involved. Like, they've got Frozen, they had Tangled, Toy Story, even Monsters, Inc., I think, was one of them. And that's just 4 of them. There's usually anywhere between 6 and 8 Disney worlds per game, so... Yeah, I'm, needless to say, pretty stoked, and that trailer was pretty awesome. So I can't show it here, but I'd recommend, going to watch it yourself.
It's a dragon!
What?
It's a dragon!
It's
the big black thing?
It's a heartless. It's a big...
It's a dragon.
It's a heartless. It's not a dragon.
Look out, guys. I'm a dragon. Rawr.
If you
I'm a dragon, guys.
And if you need to get caught up on all the games before Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, fear not. There's yet another Kingdom Hearts collection release coming October 8th. And when I say yet another, I mean they've done it so many times. Like the 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, which is what I played it on. There's one in here called... What was it? Here it is. There's one called the Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece, which contains like all the games except for, I guess, a few. But this is kind of big because it's not just, you're getting all the games, but you're getting native ports of all the games. So you'll be able to play Kingdom Hearts for PS4, Xbox One, Xbox, Nintendo Switch 2. Here we go. Let's just, as the GameRant article itself says, soon more fans will be able to experience some of the best beginner-friendly action JRPGs to date. As revealed during the June 9th Nintendo Direct, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 launches on October 8th on the Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. The compilation includes Kingdom Hearts. I'm just going to read it from the list. It includes the 1.5 and 2.5 remix, which includes the final mix of Kingdom Hearts 1, plus RE Chain of Memories, the HD cutscene compilation of 358 over 2 days. I still maintain that deserves an actual port, so I can actually play the game, because goddammit, the game's expensive on eBay. And also, the only copies I can find at a reasonable price are in Japanese. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Time to learn Japanese, Brittany.
Apparently, if I want to play this game, I gotta learn Japanese. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep Final Mix, the Recoded cutscene compilation, which I'm okay with that not getting a full port. I have it on the DS. Maybe it can be redeemed with a port, but we'll see. As well as the 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, which is what I'm playing through now. That includes Dream Drop Distance HD, Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, and the HD movie of Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, which is a whole prequel thing to the whole damn series. As well as Kingdom Hearts 3 and Remind, which is the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I gotta say, something else I find interesting. This doesn't include Melody of Memory, which is the rhythm game. And you would think, if you're trying to hype up Kingdom Hearts 4, you would just include every single game. So the fact they don't include Melody of Memory, I find quite interesting.
But being that they don't, that means that they can charge extra for it for the people that actually want it.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a strategy.
And also, this does mark the first time that each of the listed series entries will be available natively on a Nintendo console. So, the previous way that you could play it was a cloud version on the Nintendo Switch that required an active internet connection to play. However, it says here, the cloud release of Kingdom Hearts Integra Masterpiece did not live up to expectations, as users reported various issues within the games. While Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 will be playable natively on Switch 2, it will also require at least 128 gigabytes of storage space.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of games, okay? And all the games are huge. So that does make sense to me. And for I guess a frame of reference, I just installed and then uninstalled Doom the Dark Ages on my Xbox because I was trying to see if I could play it on there yet. I still can't.
Mm-hmm.
And just that game alone needed 89 gigs of storage space. And this one, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, not counting the cutscene comps, you're getting 7 full games plus 3 movies, and it takes 128 gigs. So you're getting...
Yeah, that's still overkill, though.
Again, these games are huge. So, I'm not saying it's not overkill, I'm just saying these games have a lot to them. So, I am not exactly shocked. It says... Yep. And yep, that's pretty much it. The rest of us wrapping it up. I'm pretty stoked about... I mean, I already have all the games I want, I think. I know I have Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if I have the Remind DLC. I might have to get that. But, I'm a dragon. I'm a dragon, not a lizard. I don't do that tongue thing. Oh my gosh. And as if I couldn't... It's from Mulan. Remember Mulan?
I figured, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, no, it was Mulan. But as if I couldn't get insufferable enough, not only this week did we get new Kingdom Hearts news, we also got announcement of a new Spyro game! I'm
sorry, it's on a console you don't like to play, so you don't get to play it.
You mean my Xbox?
Yeah.
That I play every week?
I said it's on a console that you don't like to play.
Hey,
You know, you're always on that lame station, so who knows?
most of my games are. No, I don't think that's accurate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's accurate. I think it's actually, but it's become. I've changed over the course of this podcast, Muffin. I've come to appreciate.
Still owns a PlayStation.
I've come to appreciate the Xbox, and I think my playtime's become more evenly distributed between my PC, my Xbox, and my PlayStation. So, funnily enough, when my internet was out yesterday, the PlayStation was kind of used as a DVD player. But I digress. So following months of leaks and rumors, more like years, but Xbox has finally announced a brand new Spyro the Dragon game, Spyro: A Realm Beyond. Something that's been rumored for quite some time, with the Spyro the Dragon revival long assumed to be Toys for Bob's next project after Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Toys for Bob did an incredible job on Spyro Reignited Trilogy, a collection of the original 3 games remade to meet modern standards with vastly improved graphics and various other quality of life improvements. Spyro Reignited Trilogy was beloved by fans and critics alike, driving up demand for a brand new entry in the series. Now, a staggering 18 years after the last truly brand new Spyro the Dragon game was released, A Realm Beyond has finally been revealed. It's got Free Flight in it, yo. Yeah, I'll play the trailer without audio, but it probably won't probably have to cut it anyways, but I just want to play it. Pretty stoked. Cause look at this shit. It's so cool. It's just so cool.
It just looks like another game, Brittany.
Those are probably fodder. We're gonna have to burn those guys alive. So I kind of hope we're in the Dragon Realms, like, because we don't spend a lot of time in the Dragon Realms outside of Spyro 1. Really don't. But we got a new villain. No more Ripto. No more Nasty Nork. There's gonna be a new villain. I like they went with the Simba. They definitely aged him up a little bit. His hair looks different. His face is slightly different. But I like that they slightly changed him and aged him up without making him look stupid, because, man, I hated that Skylanders thing so much. I was not a fan of it. But I gotta say, anyways. So, it was confirmed. It's coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series XS, and Switch 2 in spring of next year. I only have to wait a year for Spyro. Yes! Yes! Sorry, I'm so stoked.
It's gonna get delayed. I'm calling it right now.
I love this fucking dragon so much. So, if the trailer footage does end up getting cut, I'll summarize it for you based off what the author wrote. The trailer announcing the game started with a tease of a brand new villain, and then cut to gameplay of Spyro flying over some water. Spyro then lights a campfire, creating an updraft that he uses to get a height boost, allowing him to soar through the sky in a fantasy land that looks like a much larger take on a typical Spyro the Dragon level. Spyro: A Realm Beyond gameplay shown at the showcase was very brief, but fans shouldn't have to wait too long to see more of the game in action. As previously stated, A Spyro: Realm Beyond is aiming for a release in spring of next year. Again, I really, really, really hope that sticks. While a specific release date wasn't announced, the release window means it will likely be out within the next year. Considering this, chances are good that more details on Spyro: A Realm Beyond will be revealed sooner rather than later. In fact, there's some upcoming big gaming events this year that could mark perfect opportunities for Xbox to show off more of the new Spyro the Dragon game in action. Gamescom is taking place in August, and it would be a great way to get even more eyeballs on the new Spyro. The Game Awards in December would mark another good opportunity. If those don't work out, Xbox always hosts a developer direct in January, where it shows off upcoming games. And Spyro: A Realm Beyond is on track to meet its spring 2027 release window. One has to imagine that it'll be virtually guaranteed for that particular showcase. In the meantime, a Spyro: A Realm Beyond leak has potentially revealed more information ahead of schedule. According to the new leaks, the new Spyro the Dragon game will include RPG elements, as well as a beach island hub. The leak did say that a well-known villain would be coming back as the main antagonist, which seems to contradict the trailer's claim that a new villain will be featured. but perhaps there's a twist villain. In any case, it's exciting that Spyro the Dragon fans finally have a new game to look forward to. You know, I have to wonder if it has to do with the Spyro A New Beginning series, also known as the Elijah Wood trilogy, because classically, the history of the Spyro voice actors is interesting. So, Carlos Alazraqui was the first one. Then he got recast with Tom Kenny for 2 and 3, and then Tom Kenny came back for A Hero's Tale, as well as the I think he was there. I think he was also Spyro for Enter the Dragonfly. I don't remember, but the New Beginning series, the kind of reboot of the series, he was voiced by Elijah Wood. I actually don't know the villain for that one. Actually, it could be the New Beginning villain, or it could be the Hero's Tale villain. Based off the staff, I wonder if they're bringing it back to A Hero's Tale, but. Again, I don't know, and I'm digressing, and I'm just really, really excited about this, new Spyro game. Hey, Boujang, I'm having a great day, especially now that Spyro's back. My guy.
Bobby Boucher?
Huh?
The water boy? You said Boucher?
But one of my followers' usernames is Boujang Sana. Boujanga Sana. I hope I'm saying that right.
Named Bobby Boucher.
But something else I find interesting, there's some fun discourse going on, discourse, speculation, hype around this new game, and I get it. Again, I'm on that hype train. But there's 2 things that I've noticed people talking about online that I think are hilarious. The first one being, again, this technically I'm gonna categorize as another Sony fail, because classically, just like Kingdom Hearts, classically, Spyro the Dragon is a PlayStation exclusive. You literally were not able to play Spyro on any. Wait, where?
They do not have the rights for it anymore.
I know, but that's my point. Hear me out. Classically, I'm still calling it a Sony fail, because hear me out. Classically, this was a PlayStation exclusive. You could not play on another console unless you count the GBA releases, which, you can. But in terms of, not a handheld, but, a mainline console, you couldn't play on, an Xbox until... Oh, wait. No, I think the New Beginning ones you could play as an Xbox, but you couldn't play, the original Spyro trilogy on anything other than a PlayStation until the Reignited trilogy came out. And if I'm still wrong on that, I'm open to that, but... Anyways, so when the Reignited trilogy came out, a lot of people thought that the success of that would mean that a new Spyro game's coming out. And obviously it is, but again, not under the Sony umbrella, because, as you said, they don't have the rights to it anymore. And Toys for Bob itself is independent, but obviously they are partnered with Xbox for this release. So it took Xbox taking control for us to get another Spyro game, is my long-winded point. So, I'm going to call that a Sony/PlayStation a fail. An F in the chat for them. But also, I did see this is more of a niche thing, but I'm going to zoom in on this. I was talking about Spyro's design. And I like it.
Look at his stupid little face.
I love his stupid little face. But I saw some, maybe it was just a joke, but I saw someone on Twitter basically say, I bet this was designed by a furry. I'd put my life on it. Because he's got, a little, fruity little quiff in his hair. And he's got, he's kind of built. He's got biceps now. His eyebrows are combed. I don't know. It was a funny little thing. And honestly, I could see it. I would absolutely... If a furry designed the slightly grown Spyro, good job. I enjoy it.
A pretty weird thing to get all hyped over. But,
I don't know. So that was funny. Yeah, no, that's a lot of... Yeah, the fact PlayStation just kind of sucks at keeping things consistent or good. But, yeah. We also have a first look... Oh, I had that zoomed down for a reason. first look at the new Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake on the Switch 2. This is intriguing. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this trailer because I'll explain after the recording. It's nothing bad. It's just anyways. So, full-blown Nintendo Switch 2 remake of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time has been officially revealed at the latest Nintendo Direct. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is already one of the highest reviewed games of all time. So many fans will argue that it's not really necessary, especially because every version of it holds up so well. That said, seeing it improved and played on the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be equally exciting to all fans. Again, don't think that's accurate, seeing as you just established that many are going to argue that you don't need a remaster of the Ocarina of Time, but... Anyways, prior to this direct, known insider Nate the Hate leaked the existence of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Corroborating reports popped up all over, while including other new Zelda game rumors like the Ganondorf spin-off akin to Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and the next major mainline release, the follow-up to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which reportedly features cross-dimensional gameplay. While the jury is still out on some of these rumors, the official first look at Ocarina of Time on Switch is nothing to scoff at. The trailer begins with a new voiceover focused on this version of Hyrule, and honed in on Kokiri Forest before showing off Link and a tapestry with the Great Deku Tree. That tapestry gives way to fans' first official look at the new graphics in the Ocarina of Time remake, which are notably more impressive than both the Nintendo 64 and the Nintendo 3DS versions. Unfortunately, the trailer ends quickly after this glimpse, confirming a release window of 2026. Does not outright confirm the holiday season, though not only is that the logical date, but it's also the one hinted at by Nate the Hate. While it's uncertain of this writing, if this is mostly a graphical remaster or a more in-depth remake, the former seems more likely after this trailer. It was minimalist and simplistic in its scope, showing a scene that anyone who played it has no doubt memorized. There's a lot more to show about its environments, characters, and so forth, but for a first look, it's clear that Nintendo knows it cannot mess with Ocarina of Time too much. It's not my personal favorite Zelda game. This is the author. I haven't played it myself, but there's no denying it to many folks, and it's arguably even more important than the critical reception. Exactly, and that's where I want to stop that article reading.
It was a very ugly Link.
That's what he looked like in the Ocarina of Time. But I remember when that game came out, because I didn't play it, but I was getting into video games, and I kid you not, my best guy friend, I should say, Doug, back in the day, he loved that game so much. He not only talked about it ad nauseum as he was playing it, but his dad literally got him like an actual ocarina so he could learn how to play it. He was that dude, and you know what? I love him for it. And he can still play it, from what I understand. He's good at guitar. He can play ocarina. You know, it's pretty neat, pretty nifty.
That does sound pretty neat.
And especially with it being, you know, so many will likely argue that it's not really necessary. But a game as popular as Ocarina of Time, if the only releases, what did they say, other than the 3DS? 3DS? Yeah, the Nintendo 64 and 3DS. I'm sure it's been re-released on other platforms. But I think it might be time for it to be released on something like the Switch too. Which I hope it gets released on others, and like potentially just the original Switch. That would be kind of nice, because again, I refuse to purchase a Switch 2, at least from Nintendo directly. Pun intended. But I don't know. I'm probably just gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ocarina of Time some way somehow. So I'm excited. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to talk a little bit about the new release that was just announced. It's not out yet, obviously, but God of War Leithe, the new protagonist in the God of War series. Why are you?
I mean, God of War Laundry?
Yes!
The epic rinse cycle?
That giant fuck-ass cube. No, I've seen
The Jello.
The Jello. I have seen a lot of discourse on this game, particularly on a lot of my discourse commentary I get off Twitter. I love Twitter for that. I also think it's getting too much too many people are using it to write like AI fucking essays, and that annoys me. But other than that, quite enjoy it. Anywho, so as we all know by now, the new God of War game features Lei Fei, who is Kratos' second wife and the boy's mother, and she's dead.
Boy.
Yeah. So this is her, I guess, fighting gods in the afterlife, from what I understand. And
That's so dumb.
See, I
I'm so sorry.
No, go for it. Again, I almost don't want to comment on it because I haven't played God of War. Like, because to me it sounds kind of cool, but that's out of context of having played any God of War game. So I want to hear why Muffin thinks it's dumb.
So, we had no, like, backstory on her other than, this is my wife, this is your mother, and she is dead.
Uh-huh.
And now, in this one, it shows a very, very small clip of her, I guess, fighting, you know, but it's not God of War. She's not even the goddess of war. Kratos is the God of War. Okay, that's it. There's only one God of War. This is just a very terrible spin-off. This is like what Sony did to Destiny 2.
Oh no!
They made Marathon and went, oh man, this is going to be great. And here we are with fucking God of War Lei Fei. Trash.
Trash. So we know one guy who is not playing it, and that's Muffin.
I don't have a PlayStation, so no.
Well, even if you had one, I don't think you'd be playing it.
I'd probably buy it, just set it on fire.
I mean, you gotta buy it to burn it.
For, like, you know, Twitch. Twitter, something.
So, to fill us all in, and by us all, I mean people like me who, again, have not played the God of War series, which, again, like it's on my never-ending list of games I need to play. And I do have it installed on my PlayStation, because it's on Plus. So, anyways, within the Norse saga, Lei Fei is not a brand new character pulled from nowhere. She's a giantess warrior, Kratos' second wife, and Atreus' son, or mother. Atreus is the son. Although she had already passed away before the previous game, her choices and her final wishes drove much of the Norse storyline. Promoting her from the remembered background figure to the playable lead is for longtime fans a reshuffling of identity. That's the heart of the controversy. The fear isn't that Lei Fei is unqualified, but that the long-built Kratos equals face of the series recognition is being overwritten in one move. Now, of course, there is always going to be sexism in video games, and honestly, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. If you're allowed to be, to make jokes, and you're allowed, and I think the problem with trying to cut something like sexism out of gaming is it takes away the challenge. Say, the whole, hear me out, not the challenge of games in general, but the challenge of, say gaming was made by and for men largely. We've talked about this. So if a woman wants to play, maybe they gotta just we gotta step up our game a little bit, rise to the occasion. And, you know what I mean? That's basically all I've been saying this whole time. I'm not saying sexism is cool as in, women belong in the kitchen. Though to be fair, that is what a lot of people are saying about.
It's where they do, though, Brittany. Come on now.
I know, that's what I'm leading into. I'm leading into it. I'm not saying that women belong in the kitchen, but apparently some God of War fans are. And I'm a gender traitor towards, women in general, but I think this shit is hilarious. I'm sorry. This shit is funny. The fact that this AI, someone made AI, quote unquote, DLC or the spin-off game that puts Lei Fei doing things like getting Kratos a beer. Fucking making him a sandwich. I think there's even one
That's hilarious.
giving birth to their son. Like, doing laundry, like you said, God of Laundry. And I'm sorry, I know I'm not supposed to find this shit funny, but I do. like maybe put XP rewards plus Kratos approval. And yes, is this offensive? Highly offensive. So, but hear me out. I think that the fact that people are having such a positive reaction to Kratos screaming at his wife to get him more beer, I think this God of War Lafe game just better be really good. Like, that's all I'm saying is, show the naysayers that Kratos' dead wife can carry a whole video game, because why not, right? It's already
She can carry it back to the kitchen.
Carry it back to the kitchen! Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just, I don't know. What are your thoughts on God of War Lafe? Let us know on all of our socials, as well as any other thing we covered on this episode or any episode. All of our stuff can be found at linktree/GFA Entertainment. You can also find all our individual links. Speaking of which, this is aired live weekly on my Twitch page and goes up on my YouTube and all that. So this is going to be, if you want to see my game streams as well as see the news live, maybe get some commentary going, follow me on all my socials, which can be found at BrittRochelle.com or BrittRochelle.card.co.
And then you can find me at linktree/MuffinSincere. All of our links are there, as well as our merchandise page. Mm-hmm. So just click around, find it, and enjoy it.
And until next time, thank you so much for watching and or listening to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. And keep fapping, folks.